Hi, this is Tracy HD, and I want to thank you for joining me today for our daily Oracle and Tarot card reading. And today's reading is going to be for the weekend, and that is going to cover, let me make sure of the dates. We're going to be Friday, July the 31st, Saturday, August 1st, and Sunday, August 2nd. And July is over. The summer is flying by. What do we have, like a month left? Okay, well, we're using, of course, the Oracle of the Mermaids today, which we've used all week, and this will be our weekend reading. As I shuffle the deck, I'm asking all angels, light beings, and God, please relay the message I need to share with my viewers for the highest good of all. Okay, and we have Sanctuary. Oh, also, Sanctuary is card number 28. And we have Lemuria Returns, card number 29. And we have the Selkie and her skin. And we had that in the beginning of the week. Was it Monday? Okay, so we're ending the week with the same message we had in the beginning of the week. So we'll go over this again. First card, Sanctuary. Beautiful mermaid. Okay, and she's in a tub. Okay, and she's taking a bath. Okay, and to me, the bathroom is like a sanctuary. That's where you relax in the tub, you soak, you let the worries of the day just, completely dissipate. Sea salt baths are great for pulling out the negative energy. It's saying privacy, inviolate personal space, respected boundaries and taboos. Thing that cries out to me is privacy. Okay, we had a sanctuary card last week with the Earth Magic cards, was it? I'm pretty sure it was Earth Magic. Or maybe it wasn't Earth Magic. We had maybe the Gaia Oracle. It was one of those earthy types of decks. I can't recall, but Sanctuary, I believe it was the woman who was writing on the wall of a cave. And I was saying that what we need to do is to carve out some me time, some quiet time. If you set up maybe a table with a candle and maybe some crystals or stones, or if you just take a few moments in your car once you get to your destination or before you start off driving, just sitting there quietly in your own little sanctuary where it's quiet and peaceful. So important to have that quiet time. Even if you could just sit at your desk, if your work, sit at your desk, close your eyes for a few moments, do a few deep breathing exercises, just carve out whatever time you need for yourself this weekend. And the weekend is the best time because your time is your own, unlike during the week when we have to rush off to work. This card is telling you to, if you can, light some candles, relax in the bath. And then we have Lemuria Returns, and it's a beautiful mermaid, and she's holding her pregnant belly. Okay, and she's very pregnant in this card. And the card reads, Earthy Spirituality, Community, Ocean Conservation. Okay, and yeah, earthy spirituality. It's all about nature for me. That's where I derive most of my, spirituality from. An earth-based religion is what I pretty much follow. I really don't follow any organized religion per se, but to me, this woman is out in nature. She has nature within her. She's about to birth a baby. Okay, she's looking down at her stomach and she realizes, there's a life inside of her. Okay, community. This could also speak to us as far as our spiritual community. A lot of people reach out, leaving me comments on my YouTube videos, which I appreciate, and I answer each and every one of you because it does make a difference to me to know that you're watching it and that I was able to help. And if, something wasn't right or you want something changed, I do the best I can to accommodate everyone. But this woman here, she's birthing something. And again, it doesn't necessarily have to be a baby per se. You could be birthing a new way of living. You could be creating a spiritual community of your own. You could be socializing with people on social media that have the same likes and interests and belong to like a private group or a spiritual community. But these are very, very nice cards for the weekend because we're talking about getting some quiet time to gather your thoughts and relax. And then we're also talking about being involved spiritually, in earthly matters, maybe getting in tune with nature, maybe going outside for a walk, getting involved maybe in a community of like-minded people this weekend. And then the last card is the Selkie and her skin. We have those beautiful baby seals surrounding her. And this woman here is she's struggling. It's telling you to claim your authenticity. Maybe somebody out there is very spiritual. Maybe they're a card reader like I do cards. And they're scared about what their friends or family are going to think. I know who I could discuss the cards with that will accept me for what I do. There's nothing wrong with what I'm doing, but a lot of people have these ideas of, they think the cards are terrible and that you shouldn't be, involved in stuff like that. That's them. This is my life. This woman here, being authentic, maybe some of you out there want to express your spirituality on a higher level, but you're kind of feeling a little awkward because none of your friends or none of the people in your family do stuff like that. Well, none of my friends do cards, and nobody really in my family knows I do cards except my mom. And you get a feel for who you could open up to and who you can't. But this woman is struggling about being authentic, and I think it might have something to do with the spirituality. I think this card here where the woman is pregnant, I think she's giving birth to her own authenticity, her own spirituality, and maybe coming out to people for the first time. And you don't have to if you don't want to, and you feel, some people may not be able to, handle your spirituality, then maybe you could keep it to yourself. Maybe you want to get it out there. It's up to you. But yeah, this weekend is going to be like a soul-searching type of weekend for some people. They're going to find that special sanctuary, that quiet time so they could hear their inner voice. They're going to get some relaxation and peacefulness in their life. They're going to be involved spiritually, whether it's outside in nature like I do, or maybe, being part of your community, your spiritual community. And then you're going to finally let your authenticity show. Because there are people out there, just like you and I, that are embracing their spirituality. And when you embrace it and you're out in the open about it, you will draw more people to you with the same likes that you have. And yeah, most important thing this weekend is be your authentic self. And if you've enjoyed this reading, please subscribe to my channel because I'll be back.